YouTube again, it's your boy Suey, and we're back with another video, y'all. Why Goku versus Big 3 isn't close. Listen, if you've been on my channel for like the last 3 to 4 years, bro, I've been very inconsistent, but I'm not inconsistent when it comes down to this. Why do you have these weird ass people that believe that Naruto or Luffy is more than enough to fight Goku, like to actually box with him? And their reasoning is with Luffy is that, oh, he has hockey, you can't really hurt him without that. I'm like, bro, where does that apply for that man right there? It doesn't apply to him. No, it don't. Especially if you try to do a versus battle, you gotta respect both series in general. You gotta respect both. You can't just say, oh yeah, because I'm a One Piece fan, this negates everything that Goku could do. No, it doesn't work that way. Stop it. But Naruto fanboys, they start like, you have a few of them left that really believe that they can really box with Goku because of Barrymore. He could life drain you. He could take away your life and whatnot. And I'm like, the amount of arguments I've had with people, and like, I'm getting to the point where I don't really care if who wins. I don't care. But you really have these weird ass people who will debate you. Not even debate, they will argue with you. Not even a debate. They try to throw around big words and whatnot, but it is what it is. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. And you know, give me recommendations of what I should be reacting to when I'm gonna react to it. Let's get to it.
I didn't really want to make this video, but
stupid.
there's always people like that. Son Goku versus the Big Three. Arguably some of the most debated characters in the entire power scaling genre, period. For this video, I'll be giving the most agreeable scaling for all of these.
Bro, to be honest, it really just boils down to your opinion. I just go by who did more. Like, who has better feats? Who has better speed feats? Like, I go by that because the way people just be meat riding Naruto, especially Luffy, when Luffy got Gear 5 like what, 2 years ago or a year ago, bro, when he got that form, you wouldn't believe the amount of meat riding that this man was receiving. Oh, he's more iconic than Super Saiyan Goku. Oh, he could turn Goku's attacks into raw. I'm like, bro, shut your dumb ass up. Shut up, bro. Like, the meat riding was ridiculous. The glazing was just tremendous. It was so much glaze, bro. It was so much. It was too much, bro. Like, Goku doesn't receive this amount of glaze, bro. He only receives it from Goku fanboys, but he doesn't receive it from the Dragon Ball fans. The way this man, oh my god, it was crazy.
Characters. And for the second part, I'll let my friend Tempest explain the more crazy side of the scaling and how that would work out. Also, I want this video to reach a bigger audience, so if you've watched this video and enjoyed,
facts, like if you enjoyed like the video in general, subscribe to the channel, please. His too, but like subscribe to me, please. Thank you. We're trying to get to 30,000. I've been slacking. I'm right there too.
Be sure to like and subscribe as it helps a ton. I'm trying to hit 10,000 subscribers soon, and if you want to be a part of that milestone, it'd help a lot. Also, apparently a large portion of my audience isn't even subscribed to me, so if you're one of those people and enjoy my videos, please be sure to do that. So who wins, Goku or the Big Three? I'm genuinely sorry for the One Piece fans on here, but Luffy is getting shit on by Goku.
I be trying to tell y'all niggas that he's not ready for him. I don't care what hacks he got. He don't blow up planets. He don't shake universes. He don't shake infinite voids. He don't do none of that. You know what that means? If he could shake a universe by screaming, you know what that means, bro? He could actually destroy the shit. Who you know could go around yelling and shit and shake a verse? Do you know how crazy that sounds? Think about that for a second. Think about it. I didn't cut my hair either. I didn't have braids. Think about that. Think about that. Think about that.
And it's not close. Luffy's speed is about the speed of light when he comes back to Sabaody. So by that,
Yeah, like, okay, right, with this, I get that he dodged it in his base. So with every transformation he gets faster, right? He's still a lot slower to Goku. I don't understand why I try to bring this up. Like, come on. My boy could fly. He has instant transmission. Instant transmission around the universe in the manga easily. He fought people who flew around the universe within 5 minutes. You're not fast.
Luffy currently should be FTL. You could argue that lightspeed attacks in One Piece are hyped up as like an actual threat when they're used by someone like Queen, but even Sanji is able to dodge these and without difficulty. Throughout this video, it's going to be pretty clear that these characters are faster than light at the bare minimum, so it doesn't really matter at all. So just to make things easier, I'll just say all of the big three are just like relative in speed. I've already went over the details about the size.
I mean, I don't know about all of the big three being relative in speed. I feel like Naruto and Ichigo are a lot faster than Luffy. I do agree with that part right there. Like, Naruto and Luffy are a lot faster than, I said Naruto and Luffy. Naruto and Ichigo are a lot faster than Luffy. Like, they have better speed feats.
Size of the One Piece Earth in my Naruto versus Luffy video. In that video, I put the size of the One Piece world many times larger than that of Earth, which would make sense considering how long it took them to cross the Grand Line, with Jupiter being the stretch of the argument and the size of the sun being a bit of a highball. Using Calx and Sengoku's statement, it would be arguable for the One Piece Earth to be the size of our sun, which would ultimately get Luffy's AP to star level. Whitebeard was a Yonko alongside Kaido, Shanks, and Big Mom. All four of these characters are pretty much implied to be safe from another Yonko's assault. Luffy then beats Kaido, which would get Luffy to star levels of AP, but that's only if you agree that the One Piece world is as large as the sun, which the consistency with that is kind of questionable.
See, that's the problem with these shows, bro. That's the problem with these animes, because nothing is absolute and nothing is concrete. Like, I'm over here thinking that the Earth, yeah, I get it. The Earth is way bigger than, the regular Earth in Dragon Ball, right? Or in Bleach, right? But in One Piece, it had to be different. It had to be unique, right? It had to be the Earth is the size of the sun, or the Earth is the size of Jupiter, right? In One Piece, which means that everything is bigger than what it's supposed to be in One Piece, right? Which means that if the Earth is the size of the sun, if you believe the Earth is the size of the sun, right? And that's not a fact, it's a theory. They don't even know if that's the truth. Then a lot of stuff will be like planned, so you got to convert it, because it's like, okay, you could fit how many Earths inside the sun. So a mountain on One Piece, if you believe that the Earth is the size of the sun, would be probably like a small planet, which means that it will make it seem like anything that Luffy does, if he destroys a mountain and on his planet, if you believe that the Earth is the size of the sun, it will be like a small planet. So which means that Luffy will be small planet, right? Or moon, or whatever it is, because the Earth is, if you believe, again, the size of the sun, if you believe that's to be the case.
As the feats, which are regarded as some of Luffy's strongest attacks ever, are rarely even calced above multi-continental. So if the One Piece world was as large as the sun, these feats would be planetary at most without the Whitebeard statement.
Yeah.
This statement about Newgate is more than likely not supposed to be taken literal either.
The crazy part is, I don't believe in statements. This is why I feel like statements are stupid when you try to use them as evidence to say, oh, well, hey, if you destroy, like say if they had Goku like in his bio, okay, so in this transformation he can destroy universe, right? That's a statement, right? Let's just say that he can do that, right? But in the show, it doesn't show him doing that whatsoever. This is why I feel like it's caveman logic when you try to use a statement and you don't have no physical proof of them doing that or doing something remotely close to it, right? People say that, oh, Goku can't destroy planets, right? But he fought people who did destroy planets. So if I fight somebody, if I don't want to destroy a planet, but I fight somebody who could and I beat them up, what does that make me?
As it's most likely just saying that Whitebeard can destroy Marineford and thus break the balance of the world. This would be a similar situation to Ito Madara being universal because he can smash all things in the universe, or fucking Tamari being universal.
I used all those in my past videos, bro. I used every single one of those statements to prove why statements are stupid. Because I know we got stupid when they said Tamari could destroy the universe. I'm like, bro, how? With what? With what exactly?
It genuinely would just come down to your interpretation. So we would have Luffy's AP at Planetary, then can simply multiply his powers with the gears, and depending on the multiplier, he's arguably Dwarf Star, taking star levels of AP.
Oh, they took that pose, that reference from Goku. Okay, see, look. You can't be the GOAT when you're referencing from the GOAT. It don't even make sense. Like, Kobe can't be the GOAT if he's copying everything that Michael Jordan is doing, bro. Like,
Naruto as an adult should scale to Momoshiki. Momoshiki is someone who on multiple occasions has been compared to someone like Kaguya, so he'd probably scale to pre-Earth Chakra fruit Kaguya. So him and Kinshiki should be an overall threat to Kaguya at her full power. We know that Momoshiki in base absorbed half of Naruto's chakra, and then completely absorbed Kinshiki, so he should just be as strong as Kaguya at the very least. Kaguya is someone who is capable of completely rebooting her dimensions using her expansive truth-seeking orbs, which essentially destroyed an entire planet, then created an entirely new one, but still gets smacked around by Naruto using half power. Momoshiki even needed his monkey rock to even overpower Naruto, so Naruto should at the very least scale to fuse Momoshiki. So Kaguya is relative to fuse Momoshiki, who is relative to Naruto. I know there's probably going to be someone who tries to argue that Kaguya or Momoshiki is stronger than the other, but it doesn't really matter as solar system level is just really wide and can vary, which means that adult Naruto should be large star level to even solar system levels of AP. Throughout Yhwach's appearance, he absorbed a ton of people's power.
Yhwach is broken as fuck, bro. And I shit you not, that man is broken as hell, bro. He's so broke. The fact that his hack is that he could see all possibilities, like he's God or something. Like he could see all, like think of a branch, right? And think of a branch seeing all possibilities in the universe, I think, or in the world. Like that's what he could do. He could see all possibilities. So you think about foresight, you think about hockey observation where you can only see 2 minutes into the future. This man has a whole branch. A branch of possibilities, not just 2 minutes, not just 2 minutes. You can see a branch. There's a branch of never-ending possibilities, and all those possibilities, he's one in every single thing. That's a canon event. Remember when the Flash tried to save Supergirl in the new Flash 2023 movie, right? And every single facet, he tried to save Kara. He tried to save Kara and he could not. Every single iteration, she dies. She died almost the same way every single time. That means that it's meant to happen. If you can't fix it, that means that it's meant to happen.
And to be more specific, the Soul King. The Soul King is the opposite of a star, so instead of attracting a planet, he will repel them. He was stabilizing the entire human world in the Soul Society as well as the Human Mundo. The collapse of this was going to collapse all 3 of the worlds, which essentially means that every space where a soul exists would simply cease to exist. My point being that the Soul King is at least worth a small star. However, similar to Kaguya, we need to take in the fact that the collapsing of the 3 worlds would have been done over time. Another thing is that despite the fact that the dimensions hosting the world of the living and the Soul Society are at least galaxy-sized, saying that the cataclysm that would happen would entirely affect those galaxies or universes is a complete headcanon and backed up by nothing. It was never stated by anyone in the manga to be the case. Mimi Hagi is someone who was capable of doing the Soul King's duty, and Yhwach absorbed him while making him look like a clown. Which means that Yhwach was most likely just far stronger than the Soul King before absorbing him. He also absorbed characters like Valkyrie and many more strong characters, so Yhwach's AP should at the very bare minimum be large star level to even solar system levels of AP. Ichigo would scale to...
The fun thing is when people try to scale him, they're going to take these statements where it includes the world, and sometimes they like to switch it up and be like, okay, the world means the universe. or if you put it in Google Translate, it means the universe, right? The world could literally mean just the planet that they're on, or planets, right? When people try to like decipher what that means, they try to like boost it. They try to like highball it, and I'm like, bro, it is so simple. It highball everything, and I'm like, bro, it's literally not that at all. Like, it's literally like something simple. They try to like hype him up, and I'm like, I get it. Like, his hacks is what makes him strong anyway. Not the fact that he's physically empowered. Because I bet you if he was to fight somebody like actually strong, like he wouldn't. His hacks is gonna work, but like it's not gonna like work.
Yhwach's full power, or at the very bare minimum, close to that level of Yhwach's power. Yhwach, before going all out, even acknowledged Ichigo's Shikai, however, was still way stronger. It took the Grand Racer Getsuga Tensho to even make Yhwach use his full power and go all out. And then Ichigo used his Bankai. Yhwach wasn't trying to fight him, so he just snapped Ichigo's blade using the Almighty from the start. So Ichigo using his Bankai was capable of giving Yhwach a run for his money. However, Yhwach still defeated Ichigo with ease, but this wasn't because of his strength, but because of his hacks. So
exactly what I just said. Like, he's not really that strong, bro. It's the fact that he has broken ass abilities that boost him. Like, if we're talking about physicality, blow for blow, like, Goku will most likely beat his ass, but he has crazy hacks. Imagine if you put those hacks on a Goku. He has the power to regenerate. Like, if you cut off his limbs, he has Yuha's regenerative abilities, right? He has all of that. He can see into the future, along with his power level alone. Like, that's the only thing. Like, think about it like this, right? Think about somebody being super strong, but without no crazy ass abilities, right? Think about that. That's what like Saitama is. He's super OP. He just don't have hacks. Now, if he had hacks, I'm saying if he had Ramiro level hacks, not strength, not speed, none of that, just hacks on top of with his power, you know how broken he would be?
Ichigo would scale to Yhwach, making Ichigo anywhere from large star levels of AP to even solar system levels of power. I'm going to be using Dragon Ball Z Goku.
No, but see, here's the thing though, right? Like, I would prefer, like, the statements don't make sense to me, but I would prefer to, like, see somebody, like, do, like, the villains. The villains are always going to sit there and try to do something crazy. So, you, as a character, wouldn't really need to, destroy anything. You would just have to beat that person up because they could do it. If they could do it and you beat them, that means that you could. If you really wanted to and you was really about that, you would do it. You would do it yourself. But you beat somebody who can. So my arguments are always through relevancy. Like, if X could do it and you beat X, that means that you could have done it yourself if you really wanted to. And I feel like people don't think about that. People ask stupid questions and use big words. Nobody got time for that.
Goku from my portion. If you're wondering why I'm not using Super Goku, just be for real. Current Super manga Goku is literal infinities beyond Z Goku on some like actual Buzz Lightyear shit. Do you actually think any of these guys are landing a hit on Mastered Ultra Instinct fucking Goku? Goku in early Dragon Ball Z is easily planetary. This is pretty blatantly the case, as someone like Piccolo, who was slightly weaker than Goku around the time, was able to just blow up the moon. And
not only that, but Master Roshi blew up the moon as well. And that he was way weaker. So much weaker than Piccolo right here and Goku. He was way weaker, but he blew up the moon. Stop it.
And this wasn't like Piccolo struggling or whatever, because he does it seemingly without effort. Then by the time of the Saiyan Saga, he's able to
and that's my thing too, like, when you see these people, these other anime characters struggling to cut a moon, right? And they're exhausted after doing it. It's like, bro, how are you tired after doing that? And then you dare try to say that, oh yeah, we could be Dragon Ball characters. You struggle to destroy a moon, bro. Like how are you struggling to do that? And you think you could fight them? That doesn't make sense.
Completely destroy Nappa and overpower Vegeta's Gallic Gun, which was going to destroy the entirety of the Earth. By the end of the Namek Saga, Goku is able to overpower Frieza going all out. Frieza is someone who obliterated the entirety of Planet Vegeta in his first form with just his fingertip. And using this calc, the size of Planet Vegeta should be Dwarf Star, which would put Frieza at Dwarf Star level in his first form, and using basic power scaling.
That's the thing, like, Frieza was already, like, he did this one attack, and it was light for him, it was like breathing. He was already star level, like, and that's his first form. That's not even his final form. That's not his original form either. That's just his regular form.
He's easily in the levels of small star level to even star levels of AP. We then have Cell being stated to have the power to wipe out the entire solar system in one attack. Cell Saga Goku is obviously notably weaker than Cell, so I wouldn't exactly say he scales to this, but Super Saiyan 2 Gohan is stronger than this, and in the Buu Saga, both Vegeta and Goku.
Wait, hold on.
But Super Saiyan 2 Gohan is stronger than...
I've read all the mangas. I've never seen Gohan as a Super Saiyan 2 with the same armor. That's actually kind of raw. I'm gonna draw that.
This, and in the Buu Saga, both Vegeta and Goku are stated to have surpassed the power of Gohan during the Cell games. Then he was able to keep up with Kid Buu at the end of Z, who was able to destroy an entire galaxy, although over time, which would be a multi-solar system to galaxy levels of AP. Goku, as early as the Frieza Saga, was capable of avoiding Frieza's imprisonment ball, which is just paralyzing light, and he escaped it with his sheer speed. In the Frieza Saga, keep in mind, this is pre-Super Saiyan, and he did this with absolute ease. And if we're using this traveling through Hell calc, Goku should be quadrillions of times faster than light just by traveling in Hell, which is faster than any speed feat within the big three, and he did that speed feat in his base form. I think just by listening to what I just said, it should just be pretty clear that what I said about Luffy is pretty valid. He's just getting shit on by Goku. Although Luffy is a GOAT, he's just not on the same tier of power as Naruto and Ichigo, let alone Goku. But the exact same can be said about Naruto and Ichigo. They are just not on Goku's level at all. They're slower, weaker, less skilled. Goku could straight up just blitz them beyond perception.
Yeah, and the only thing with Ichigo is that he legit has no hacks. He don't have no moves. He has like one or two moves. He legit don't have no move. Like when you think about Ichigo, bro, like you get like I said, he could be somebody that's like really strong, but he has no hacks, no crazy ass abilities. He has one move. That's his go-to move. Naruto's kind of the same way, but he has different variants of one move. So technically speaking, it's still one move. It's just different variations. So I guess you could say it's like different moves, but it's the same move, different variants of that one particular move, right? So it's like people hated me when I said that, and I was being dead ass though. Like that's the truth. Like how you gonna sit there and call me a hater when I'm telling you the truth? You don't like the truth, bro. Like,
and they wouldn't even know what happened.
Both Naruto and Ichigo have universal interpretations of their power in which they may or may not shift the battle and or tie to this battle. During the Fourth War, a character known as Kaguya Otsutsuki would emerge. Kaguya was stated and shown to being able to destroy her genesis or main dimension.
I'm not gonna hold you when you can see the difference. I'm like, bro, what the fuck is he talking about, sir? Like, what the fuck is he talking about?
With this dimension having a star within it, which is shown within the official OVA of the manga, which is an exclusive part of the anime or manga that extrapolates upon key events within its story, to have not only a star, but a moon as well within it. This will make complete sense, seeing how these dimensions are shown to have full day and night cycles within them, which will debunk any other artificial light source arguments pertaining to this argument. Kaguya being able to destroy the star and moon will get her to concretely star level, with the possibility of solar system level at the highest. However, during the last, Naruto will then face off against one of the last descendants of Hamura Otsutsuki, Toneri. Toneri in the movie's box set is stated on two separate occasions to have chakra not only comparable to that of Kaguya, but to be the strongest enemy Naruto has faced so far, which would also include the likes of the aforementioned Kaguya. This would include the likes of the aforementioned Kaguya, as I said prior, meaning Toneri would scale above the likes of the Kaguya that resorted to taking the God Tree's power. Toneri's entire plan was to destroy Earth and hurl the moon at it due to the fact that he thought Earth's spatial curvature, as well as humans, were abusing their ability to manipulate the likes of chakra. Naruto would then go on to beat up the likes of this threat greater than Kaguya and case him too, but one-shot him as well in the likes of his base form. These planetary to star level ranges of power aren't too outlandish, seeing how characters like Kurama and Kaguya and Toneri are consistently shown to be on this tier of power and could potentially be higher with true dimensional scaling if you were to use versus Battle Wiki standards for tiering. For those who still have some doubts of Naruto's truly starter possibly solar system level, within the 4th data book it's directly stated that the base 6 path Sage Mode chakra surpassed the likes of the KCM2 plus Sage Mode transformation Naruto had used prior within the war arc, meaning this base Sage 6 path with Naruto is already baseline planetary at the very least, even with the spatial curvature of Earth being an original 10 when
I mean, to be honest, bro, like I said before, you could use versus battle wiki, you could use statements, right? But those statements from my personal bearing, those statements don't mean shit if those characters aren't even following what the statements even said. Like, I'ma always refer to the Tonari thing or the Kakashi statement where they said, oh, Kakashi's omnipotent. But then, like, you have people interpreting it differently. It's like the Bible, bro. Like, you could have the Bible, it'll tell you one thing, and that's exactly what people should do. But there's going to be over 7 billion people who's going to read it, and they're going to see it a different way. Nobody ever sees it the same exact way, right? This is what this is. You have a bunch of statements, and people are going to see it how they see it to prove a point, but they don't have no actions behind it. Like Tamari, universal. How? Has no feats, but she's universal according to the statement. Now, if we took the statement and we went along with it, you were like, oh yeah, Tamari is Tamari is universal. Kakashi is omnipotent because it said it in the statement. It makes no sense. I can't even trust the statements when you have bullshit like that. Come on.
Kaguya was introduced, and now a 16 in the present-day Boruto era again supports the idea that everyone on Earth, including Naruto, got stronger since the aforementioned 6 path state, with the anime saying that Naruto has the most potent chakra on Earth, which is the reason why it took Momoshiki so long to absorb the likes of his chakra. This is also the reason why the spatial curvature went from a 10 to an overall 16. This is even true with Naruto being able to one-shot beings directly stated to surpass the likes of Kaguya and the likes of Kenshiki and Momoshiki, and with the light novels and manga stating that Sasuke could deal with Kaguya level beings on his own in reference to Urashiki, Momoshiki, and Kenshiki in the present-day Boruto time era. However, prior to almost all of Naruto history, Hagoromo and Hamura would then battle against like a prime 10 tails absorbed Kaguya. Keep in mind, the aforementioned 9 tails only being a portion of the 10 tails overall power. Even with all this power, Hagoromo would still be able to seal her alongside the likes of his brother Hamura within the Chibaku Tensei that later on became the like of the moon that we see within Naruto the Last. This Hagoromo also carried the fight against the inarguably stronger Kaguya, whom I already scaled to at least star level, so again, it is consistent with what the narrative provides. Creating a moon using various cows could be anywhere from a multi-continental to a small planetary feat, with it not being consistent with the narrative as Toneri A even
See, now, check this out, right? Let's all read this together. Follow me. Small planet level. Characters or objects that can destroy a small planet, or those who can easily harm characters with small planet durability. When Frieza, no, actually, not even, let me not even use Frieza. Let me use King Vegeta, right? When King Vegeta destroyed 3 large planets easily, waving his hand. I don't care if it's canon or it's a filler, he still did it, right? Destroyed 3 planets. Or if you don't want to use that, let's use Frieza. Easily destroyed a large planet, right? Known for doing stuff like that. One finger is all it took. Right? And we're not gonna even say that, oh yeah, Frieza is large planet. We know that he's on a different type of tier, which is why he could do the things that he can do. Shit is simple. We try to over complicate things when things are simple as hell. Like stuff like this. If I beat somebody who's universal, right? That means that if I struggle to beat somebody who's deemed universal, that means that I was either slightly weaker or we was about around the same tier. If I destroy somebody who's universal, who could destroy the universe, like over time or like in one shot, that means that I'm way above universal. That means that I could destroy the universe very easily. Everything in it. I could destroy the whole thing. Right? Shit is simple. It's not complicated.
Stronger opponent and or character in the likes of Kaguya they fought was going to hurl the moon at Earth and then destroy it. Kaguya's dimension was stated on multiple occasions to be a space-time by not only Kaguya herself, but Kakashi, Obito, Zetsu, and Naruto. A space-time by necessity would have to be fourth dimensional in dimensionality, which did not qualify for Universal Plus ranges or power.
Oh, hold on. Low 2C. I think that's what complex multiversal. What does complex multiversal even means? Low complex. I keep hearing people say it, but I still don't know what it means. So I'm gonna go ahead and read it right here. Universal Plus. Characters or objects that are capable of significantly affecting, creating, and or destroying an area of space that is Whoa. See, I can't read. Qualitatively larger than an infinitely sized three-dimensional space. Common fictional examples of space representing such as sizes or space-time continuums, the entire past, present, and future of three-dimensional spaces. Wait, so wouldn't that mean that Merge Zamasu is like way above Universal Plus? Because then he started affecting space, time. He even went to the past when he merged with the universe. So like he'll be deemed as low 2C, right? However, it can be more generally fulfilled by any four-dimensional space that is either okay, I can't see the rest, but so what did that mean that like Merge Zamasu will probably be like low multiversal then?
If you were to use Versus Battle Wiki standards for tiering. Due to the fact that a space-time continuous have three spatial dimensions and one temporal dimension, Kaguya was also going to destroy the space-time using her Guru Damba and then recreate it.
Keep it simple, my boy. Like, you using all these big-ass words when it could just be mad. The fuck is he talking about?
Meaning she would scale to this attack due to the fact that it was her chakra she was using.
I'm not trying to pause to make the video long. The video's already long, but like, I really meant that.
Destroy the aforementioned dimension in the first place. However, a newly acquired teenage six-path Naruto was going toe-to-toe with his same Kaguya, and at one point even overpowered her using Bore Release, with Bore Release being stated to amp you to the point where it surpassed the 6th gate, with the gates being stated within part 1 to being dozens upon dozens of times of an amp to the said user. Momoshiki.
So is that why people really feel like Kaguya was universal or low universal? Because she affected space. She didn't really affect time, but she affected space. Hold up. If we're going by what, that definition said, hold on. Where is it? Okay, characters or objects that are capable of significantly affecting, creating, or destroying an area of space. So was she not doing that? So I guess that's why people think she's universal, because that's what she was about to do, or that's what she did already. But she didn't affect the space-time continuum at all. The entire past, present, and future of three-dimensional space.
To multiple redshifts and nebulas within it, meaning this state would hold up to its validity, especially within the time of the Boruto era, which at the time of this recording is chapter 79, where we see Ada actually put an effect on the planet, which we do see stars and other celestial bodies in the background. By definition, a parallel dimension would have to be universal in size due to Naruto's universe being stated to be a universe on multiple occasions, with even Naruto regarding it as such in reference to Kaguya's dimensions, which will further support the universal Naruto scaling I have been providing within this said video. Keep in mind, this is the same week in Naruto that is able to go toe-to-toe with a fused Momoshiki, who absorbed the likes of Kanshiki. Kanshiki in the Naruto movie guide data book was stated to have enough power to destroy and split the world and or the earth in half. Again, Kanshiki would have to be strong enough to split the earth beyond its GBE or gravitational binding field and completely separate it beyond its core. The same earth having an amp spatial curvature is with a spatial curvature being...
Wait, so we're saying like splitting a planet in half is like really impressive. And I'm like, okay, so like, is that like his strongest? Because like, I feel like when you compare certain characters and you try to like, okay, yeah, so they will beat this character for obvious reasons. I'm like, okay, so what is his strongest feat? His strongest feat is that he could split a planet in half. Does that sound like it adds up? Like if you want to use him as like a reference, does that sound like it would add up to like fighting like somebody like a Piccolo or a Master Roshi or a Tien? Like, does it sound like it adds up? Or a Krillin?
The amount of energy and or energy density the Earth within the given context has accumulated or the progression of its existence, meaning this would be a quote-unquote more powerful Earth than what Kaguya had originally descended upon. However, back to the main point, Naruto was able to beat up the same Momoshiki who created a parallel dimension to Naruto's dimension, with a parallel dimension by definition being a self-contained plane of existence coexisting with one's own reality, often called a multiverse. But, however, within Naruto, multiversal Naruto is just not a thing. For those who still deny this, it's directly stated within the Boruto light novels, which are indeed canon, that it was indeed a parallel dimension to Naruto's own universe. If you would like a more in-depth version of this scale, I do have a Universal Naruto video on my channel, so if you are curious, it's always there. However, as for the
I'm definitely gonna check it out because I want to know.
Of Ichigo, within the manga, a dimension known as a Kyogoku exists within it, and the light novels, it's directly stated to be a hyperspace, with a hyperspace being a dimension with more than 3 dimensions, meaning at a bare minimum, Ichigo must be 4D in order for him to scale and or destroy the Kyogoku. However, he still loses to Naruto. In my personal opinion,
what? So what that means that Naruto, like if Ichigo is fourth dimensional and he still loses to Naruto, that makes Naruto fourth dimensional, right?
Destroy the Kyogoku. However, he still
debate Tempest on it, not me.
To Naruto. In my personal opinion, there are better arguments for Universal Ichigo and or Bleach in general, as things like the Dangai and Mukin aren't really sufficient, as the Mukin being infinite is directly contradicted by the light novel and manga statement, as it's directly stated to be near infinite. Not only that, but within a fictional setting or sense, is mostly due in part to it being vastly large, as opposed to truly infinite. However, this isn't always the case. In the case of the Dangai, however, being completely separated from space and time, this is also not the case, and I'll go on to explain why. We know this is the case, seeing how Ishin directly gives a time quantification, and it's also stated to be surrounded and affected by torrents of space and time. Ichigo also begins to feel the duration of the time he spent within the Dangai when he does enter Karakura town, meaning yes, it is still affected by time, however has a different or alternate time flow than what Ichigo is used to. Firstly, thank you to Toaster for letting me have a part within this video, and also join the Discord server, it'll be linked down below. And as for Luffy, he's an island level fodder, and he's cheerleading the fight. Why is he here? Anyways, Tempest out. Peace.
Goku and Beerus in the Battle of Godsark were creating a dense ball of ki, the same ball of ki being stated multiple times by Whis to have the power to destroy the entire Universe 7 macrocosm containing multiple universe-sized bodies. This would make the Universe 7 macrocosm a low multiversal construct, which is stated infinite in size by multiple databooks like Daisenshu.
How many times, like I heard this so many times, and you guys keep telling me to react to the same type of video of stuff that I personally already heard already. I've reacted to so many videos like this already. It's ridiculous.
Now, people like to bring up that this is mainly a Beerus feat. However, this isn't the case because it's stated that both are hitting each other again and again with the power capable of destroying the universe itself. And all of this was done in Goku's Super Saiyan God form, which was later absorbed into base, making his incredibly powerful God form now his base. This is even supported when Goku himself states that he's still as strong as he was in his God form, and is even capable of pushing back Beerus, which he wasn't able to do it as effortlessly before. Beerus' Sphere of Destruction overpowers even this godly Goku in Super Saiyan, then Goku, being motivated by his friends and family, completely busts this attack that was previously giving low multiverso Super Saiyan Goku a hard time. All of this was done in his base form. If that's not enough for you, then Infinite Zamasu during the Goku Black Arc engulfed the entirety of Trunks' timeline, even seeping into the present. This in itself would make Infinite Zamasu multiversal, who Goku himself was confident in the fact that he could have stopped Zamasu if he just had a Sensu Bean. With Jiren scaling over the same Zamasu and Goku beating Jiren in that same tournament, Goku's capable of stacking his power, with Super Saiyan being a 50 times multiplier, 2 being a 2 times multiplier off of 1, then being capable of multiplying that by 4 times and becoming 400 times stronger. then multiplying that by over 50 to 20,000 times with Super Saiyan Blue. Then, during the Universe 6 tournament, Goku is able to stack Kaioken times 10 and become over 200,000 times stronger, and then surpasses this Kaioken times 10 in Base Blue by his rematch with Hit, meaning if he used Kaioken times 10 by this point, he'd be over 2 million times stronger, and then in the final arc of the Super Anime, he's able to get Kaioken times 20 and get over 4 million times stronger in the tournament, then potentially getting it thousands of times and by Ultra Instinct element alone, and mastering that and potentially growing hundreds of thousands of times stronger than he was in his godly base form at the start of the series. And since then, he's only gotten stronger in the manga. So even if we're using the universal scales for the big three, Goku is slapping them out of existence. Goku is just too powerful, too strong, too fast, too skilled. Goku wins, 0 difficulty. I hope I made that extremely clear. They are not landing a hit on Goku. That easy. But yeah, if you enjoyed, be sure to leave a like, and bye.
Oh no, I don't. This video was mad long. 40 minutes, damn. If you guys want more videos like this, you know what to do. Subscribe, hit the like button. You soup. We out of here, peace.
Now New Orleans, got the pack from New Orleans. They snoring, we scoring. I'm high, I'm soaring. My clothes, they foreign. My girl, she gorgeous. The clout, enormous. The winds, we hoarding them. The gas, I'm flooring it. My foot on the pedal, I'm going for extra. Rappers and niggas, they not in my sector. Sharp as a nigga, I feel like a vector. Time to go past, I get paid by the second. Million or less, I cannot accept it. I flip the pack and return my investment. Fully the best in that bin, I contested. I ain't no freshman, I'm a veteran. I just success it. Then I next it. Let me hit me up, refreshment. She like my people, she stretching. It ain't no paper hit. The exit rappers.